Welcome to the deep dive. We're all about, making you smarter, faster.
Yeah.
And today we're diving deep into Peter Thiel's 0 to 1.
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah. This book is considered like a must-read, I think, for anyone in startups or anyone in innovation, and for good reason.
Yeah, definitely.
Thiel's a co-founder of PayPal and Palantir. He really lays out, I think, a blueprint for building the future, not just iterating on the present.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
We've got links to the audiobook and some awesome study notes in the description.
Definitely check those out.
If you want to go even deeper with this.
Yeah.
And hey, if you're finding this useful, don't forget to like and share.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So 0 to 1.
It's amazing how Thiel connects startups and innovation to these big, almost philosophical ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Globalization, the future of technology.
The fate of the world.
Yeah.
He kind of flips the script on how we think about progress, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He argues that copying what everyone else is doing, what he calls horizontal progress, isn't really progress at all. It's just more of the same, just on a larger scale.
More.
Exactly. Real progress, the kind that changes the game, comes from creating something entirely new, going from 0 to 1, as he puts it.
0 to 1, and that's the name of the book.
That's the name of the book.
And one of the most, I think, thought-provoking ideas in the book is his argument that building a monopoly can actually be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not what we usually hear, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah.
We tend to think of monopolies as these big, bad corporations, crushing the little guy.
Right.
But Thiel's argument is more nuanced than that. He sees monopolies as the natural result of creating something so valuable, so much better than the competition, that it dominates the market because it's earned it.
So it's not about stifling competition.
Right.
It's about winning it outright by being so good that you become the only real option.
Exactly. Think about a company like Google. They dominate search, not because they forced everyone else out, but because they built a product that's 10 times better than anything else out there.
Right.
And that allows them to focus on innovation, on making their product even better instead of getting bogged down in price wars and marketing battles.
All that other stuff.
All the distractions.
Yeah. He makes this really interesting comparison between the airline industry and Google to illustrate this point.
Yeah.
Airlines serve millions of passengers, generate billions in revenue, but their profit margins are tiny.
Tiny.
Why is that?
Because they're all competing for the same customers, constantly trying to undercut each other on price. There's very little differentiation.
Right.
So they're stuck in this horizontal progress trap.
Okay.
Google, on the other hand, essentially has a monopoly on search.
Right.
That means they don't have to compete on price alone. They can invest in research and development, in new features and technologies that further solidify their market position.
So they get to play the long game. This is where it gets really interesting, and it ties into another big idea in the book, the importance of building a strong team.
Yes.
Thiel talks about the PayPal Mafia.
Oh, yeah.
That incredible group of early PayPal employees who went on to found companies like Tesla, YouTube, and LinkedIn.
What a group.
What do you think were the key ingredients that made that group so successful?
Thiel really emphasizes the importance of company culture. It wasn't just about having talented individuals. It was about having a shared sense of mission, a deep belief in what they were building together. And it wasn't about superficial perks. It was about genuine camaraderie, respect, and a willingness to challenge each other to be better.
That makes me think about the companies you've observed. Have you noticed any common threads among the teams that seem to achieve that kind of PayPal Mafia magic?
Yes.
What makes some teams click in that way while others just don't?
That's such a great question.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
It really gets to the heart of what makes a team more than just a collection of individuals. And Thiel actually provides a framework for thinking about this in the book. He lays out 7 crucial questions that every startup should be able to answer.
Oh, yeah. These questions are like a gut check for any aspiring entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He asks things like, is now the right time for your business? And do you have a unique opportunity that others don't see?
Exactly. These questions force you to think critically about your idea, your team, your long-term strategy. They challenge you to move beyond assumptions and really scrutinize the foundation of your business. And this is where Thiel's approach really diverges from, I think, the typical, move fast and break things mentality that we see so much in the startup world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more like measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
but applied to building like billion-dollar businesses.
Exactly. He's advocating for a more deliberate strategic approach.
Right.
Thiel believes in having a clear vision, a well-defined plan, and executing it relentlessly. And this goes against a lot of the lean startup dogma,
Right.
which emphasizes like rapid iteration and pivoting based on, market feedback.
So he's saying don't get distracted by every shiny object
Yeah.
or piece of feedback that comes your way. Stick to your guns. Focus on the vision.
Exactly. He's all about identifying those secrets,
Right.
those unique insights that others have missed, and building your entire strategy around them. And once you've found your secret,
Yeah, 0 to 1.
yeah, your 0 to 1 idea. He's got a whole section on sales, which I found quite refreshing.
Oh, yeah?
For a tech guy.
Yeah.
He really gets the importance of selling.
It's almost like he anticipated that build it and they will come mentality. And was like, nope, not how it works.
Exactly. Even the best product in the world needs to be sold.
You got to get it out there.
He breaks down different sales strategies for different price points.
Okay.
Complex sales, personal sales, viral marketing.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole toolbox.
That practicality is something I really appreciated about the book.
Yeah.
He's not just talking about these high-level concepts.
Right.
He's giving you actionable advice that you can actually implement.
Absolutely. And throughout the book, there's this underlying thread of thinking for yourself, of challenging conventional wisdom, of not being afraid to question the status quo.
Be a contrarian.
Yeah. He encourages us to ask, what if everyone else is wrong?
Which is exactly how he made his fortune, right?
Right.
PayPal, Palantir, investing early in Facebook and SpaceX.
Yeah.
The guy clearly has a knack for seeing what others don't.
He does. And he's not just hoarding that knowledge.
Right.
He's sharing it in 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Urging us to find our own 0 to 1 moments, those breakthroughs that change the game.
And speaking of challenging assumptions,
Yes.
Thiel has this really interesting take on competition.
Oh, yeah.
He actually calls it for losers.
Right.
Now, before anyone panics...
Well, let me clarify.
Yeah, let me explain.
He's not saying we shouldn't strive for excellence or that we shouldn't try to build the best product or service. What he's arguing is that getting fixated on your competitors can distract you from your own unique vision,
Right.
your own secret.
It's like getting so caught up in what everyone else is doing that you lose sight of what makes you special.
Right.
What makes your idea unique.
Exactly. Instead of trying to beat the competition at their own game, Thiel argues that we should aim to create a category of one.
Okay.
To build something so unique, so valuable, that it transcends the need for direct competition.
So it's not about being slightly better than the competition.
Right.
It's about being different altogether.
Think about it. Would Google have become Google if they were just trying to be a slightly better Yahoo?
Right.
Would Apple have revolutionized personal computing if they were just content with making Me Too PCs?
No. They succeeded because they dared to be different.
Exactly.
Because they had a clear vision.
Yeah.
A 0 to 1 idea.
Yeah.
And they pursued it relentlessly. That's what Thiel is urging all of us to do.
That's the takeaway.
And you know what? You don't have to build a massive global company to achieve that kind of impact.
That's true.
Thiel argues that the most important monopolies, the ones that truly drive progress, often start small.
That's a really empowering thought.
It is. You don't need to be a tech giant or have millions of dollars to make a real difference.
Exactly. He believes in finding a niche, dominating it,
Right.
and then expanding from a position of strength.
Huh?
It's about identifying those untapped markets,
Okay.
those secrets that no one else has discovered yet.
This is where I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's your secret? What's that one thing you know to be true that very few others agree with?
Ooh, good question.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And leave your answer in the comments below.
It's in those unique insights, those unconventional perspectives,
Right.
that the seeds of tree innovation are planted.
Now, we've talked a lot about these big, almost philosophical ideas from 0 to 1. But Thiel also gets into some really practical advice about how to actually build a company,
Yes.
a team that can execute these bold visions.
Right.
And one of the things he talks about a lot is company culture.
And again, he's not just talking about the superficial perks and benefits.
Right.
He emphasizes the importance of shared values,
Yeah.
of a deep commitment to the mission.
He keeps coming back to the PayPal mafia, right?
He does.
That wasn't just a coincidence.
No,
That so many successful companies came out of that one team.
exactly. He argues that their success stemmed from a profound alignment, a shared belief in what they were building. They were all working towards something bigger than themselves. And that created a culture of excellence, of innovation that carried over into their future endeavors.
It's a reminder that building a successful company isn't just about the product.
Right.
It's about the people. It's about creating an environment where talent can thrive.
Yes.
Where bold ideas are embraced, and where everyone is working together towards a shared goal, which is easier said than done, of course.
It is.
Thiel also acknowledges the tough questions every entrepreneur has to wrestle with.
Yeah.
Like, when is the right time to start a business?
Mm-hmm.
How do you build a defensible market position?
Right.
How do you create a product people actually want to buy?
The big question.
There are no easy answers, but 0 to 1 provides a framework for thinking about these challenges.
It does. It's about increasing your odds of success by making smarter decisions.
Right.
By approaching these challenges with a clear head and a well-defined strategy.
And you know what? Even if you're not planning to start a billion-dollar tech company, this book is still incredibly valuable.
I agree.
Because at its core, 0 to 1 is about more than just startups. It's about how to think differently.
Right.
How to challenge the status quo, and how to create a better future.
It's a mindset.
And those are lessons that apply to all of us no matter what our goals are.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, a student, or just someone who wants to make a difference in the world.
Right.
Thiel's insights can help you unlock your potential and create something truly extraordinary.
We've covered so much ground. Monopolies, competition, team building, finding your secret.
It's a lot.
But trust me, we're just scratching the surface here. There's so much more wisdom packed into 0 to 1. So definitely check out the audiobook and study notes in the description.
There's so much more to explore.
And hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Let's spread the knowledge.
Yeah, spread the love. Yeah, it really is remarkable how much practical advice is packed in there. Anyone can use this stuff.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And toward the end, Thiel poses this really thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
He says, what important truth do very few people agree with you on?
Ooh.
It's like a challenge to identify your own 0 to 1 insight, that unique perspective that could spark real change.
Yeah, he's reminding us that real progress often starts by questioning those assumptions everyone else takes for granted, by shifting your perspective.
Right. Just like the idea that building a monopoly can be a good thing.
Right.
That definitely went against everything I thought I knew about business before reading this book.
It is a contrarian idea, for sure, but Thiel argues that real innovation often needs some breathing room, a period of dominance, where the company can focus on perfecting its product and building a lasting advantage without being bogged down by constant competition.
And, when you look at the trajectory of companies like Google, Amazon, Apple, they all went through those periods of near monopoly.
Right.
Where they were able to make significant leaps forward.
It challenges us to rethink our assumptions about what success looks like and what it takes to build something truly valuable.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into 0 to 1, what's the key takeaway you hope listeners will walk away with?
For me, it's that Thiel's message is ultimately one of empowerment. He's saying the future isn't something that just happens to us, it's something we create.
We have the power.
We do.
And that creation starts with asking the right questions.
Yes.
Challenging the conventional wisdom.
Yeah.
And having the guts to pursue your own unique vision.
It's about finding those secrets, those insights that others might miss, and building something new and valuable from them.
Thiel ends the book with this really powerful question.
Yeah.
What valuable company is nobody building?
Oh, I liked that.
It's a call to action, to look beyond the obvious, to seek out those untapped opportunities.
To uncover those 0 to 1 ideas that are just waiting to be discovered and brought to life.
So to all our listeners out there, what will your 0 to 1 be?
Ooh, yeah.
What's that secret you're holding on to? What's that bold vision burning inside of you? Don't let it stay hidden. Challenge the status quo, think differently, and build the future you want to see.
That's it for our deep dive into 0 to 1. We hope you found it insightful, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit mind-bending.
If you did hit that like button, share with your friends and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And as always, keep diving deep, keep learning, keep growing. We'll see you on the next deep dive.